Hey everyone, Gabriel here, and welcome to Serenity Sparks. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished you were different? Sometimes I do, maybe taller, somehow better. But then I hear this little voice saying, you are made this way for a reason. Love who you are. Love all your flaws, even when you don't know who you really are. Yeah, it sounds cheesy, but that simple idea became a big deal for me. Now, what does it even mean to love your flaws, even when you don't know who you are? Well, maybe it's about looking at ourselves in progress. None of us are finished beings. It means giving ourselves permission to mess up along the way, to have weird opinions, make embarrassing mistakes, heck, even have those days we hate our hair. That's the flawed part, but it's what makes us human. So how can this whole flawed and fabulous thing transform our lives? Simple. It gives us freedom. Freedom to be truly ourselves, to stop caring so much about fitting in. When we let ourselves be perfectly imperfect, the pressure is off. And there's so much joy in just being you. Of course, some of you might be thinking, doesn't loving our flaws excuse bad behavior? Well, not at all. It's about progress, not perfection. We accept our flaws and work on them. Yes, we do. Let's look at some, what I could, consider incredible people who've sort of lived this out. Lillian, Gilbreth, mother of 12, pioneer in motion studies, the first woman elected to the National Academy of Engineering. She faced sexism all her life, but became a role model for generations. Abraham Lincoln, he was constantly ridiculed for his awkward looks, but went on to lead a nation. It's not that these people didn't have struggles or self-doubt, but they chose to see their flaws as stepping stones, their challenges as ways to grow even stronger. That's why they inspired us. So much of loving our flaws comes down to that voice in our head. The one that says you're not good enough, smart enough, whatever enough. We've got to change that tone. Start catching your negative self-talk and replace it with something kinder. Even if it feels forced at first. Say things like, I'm learning, or I'm work in progress. It sounds simple, but trust me, it makes really a huge difference. I won't lie, this is a daily struggle for me. And some days, I just want to hide. But then I remember I'm not alone, and I think about all the people who've made the world better by owning their flaws and using them for good. That gives me courage to keep going, keep trying to be my best imperfect self. So flaws and all, I hope something I said gave you some food for thought. Keep being authentic. Keep being awesome. And remember, it's way more fun to be flawed and fabulous. Well, thank you for joining me on Serenity Sparks. And until next time, stay sparkly.